welcome back to Scrapbooks Made Easy with Beth. Tonight I decided to show you a fun trick that you can use with the border maker system and your trimmer. So the first thing I am going to do, this is the Totally Tonal Island Waters. It also has stickers to go with it. It's a really pretty paper pack, but I am going to cut a strip at 2.5 inches. All right, I am going to, I'm going to cut another one just so I can show you a couple of different things. So I have 2 strips now at 2.5 inches. And then I am going to use the Border Maker cartridge. So if you haven't used this, this is your guide to guide your paper. So you're going to pull that out until you hear it snap. Kind of clicks into place there. And then I'm going to take my 2.5 inch strip, open this up. Your magnet holds it nice and tight. So line this up in the corners, and then you're going to fold that back down. So the first thing I am going to use is the Flourish Vine Border Maker cartridge. So you're going to put that in and cut that. You line up the notches. You can also fill it after you've used it a few times where the teeth just kind of fall into place. It makes a beautiful border. Flourish Vine is really, really nice. So you could just do that on a whole piece of paper, and you have you could just have your whole paper top and bottom or sides done with that. But now what I'm going to do is use the Damask border. So I'm going to put this in, I'm going to match it with the black line right there, and I am going to cut that. So then you're going to move it over to where this blue is covered. And you just keep moving it, keeping this snug against that side to where the blue is covered. And now you have a beautiful decoration. And then you can just cut that off if you have some extra. Beautiful decoration for your page. So then you could even take a different color like that and put it on the other side. And that could be your border. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. So the other thing that I wanted to show you was, I'm not going to use one of the punches. I'm just going to use 2 of the border makers. I love the border maker system. It has to be my favorite thing that we've ever come out with. So I'm going to take it out, you just push the button and that falls out. So what I'm going to do now is use the new Brocade. I'm going to use the same paper since I just cut it. Again, that's a 2.5 by 12 inch strip. And I'm only going to cut the first and the second. I'm going to skip the 2 middle ones, and I'm going to go down and do the last 2. So now I have just that in the middle. I'm going to take this one out. And now I think I'm going to use, this one is the Snowflake Circle. You can use any of them. So let's see what this one looks like. And now you're just going to do the 2 middle ones. So you can do different border maker cartridges. Let's try a different one. So let me cut another. Well, here I don't need to cut it. We can just use this one. So this time, let's try. So this woven scallop, you can only get through an advisor. So if you have an advisor, reach out to them. If you don't, feel free to reach out to me. My email is bethbcmc@aol.com, or you can find me, Beth Beller, on Facebook and send me a message. So this one is beautiful as well. So I'm going to skip those two and go there. It's not going to work as good because this is not a chain, but you can see if you go across your paper how gorgeous it is. So let's try sticking in the Flourish Vine again and see what that one looks like. Or the Brocade. That one might look nice too because it's big and chunky. So if you like the look of that, then you can just cut that off and make that your page. Let's try another one. I love trying different combinations and see what looks good together and what does not. So it does work better. The woven scallop is not a chain. So if you see here, it doesn't say the word chain on it. So that's when it's going to be just on the top of your paper. Let's try. This one is the snowflake chain. So chain means it would come out. You can see if I kept cutting this, that chain is going to be in the middle. The whole thing comes out. So let's try that one. And have another one sitting here on my desk. Let's try. I'm going to try this one. I don't know how it's going to look with that. It kind of cuts off at the edge. There's a lot of different ones that you can try together. Again, I would try the chains because they look the best, but play around with them and see what you like. Cut some of the borders and some of your border makers. This one is just gorgeous. So play around with your punches and see what you come up with. All right, thanks for tuning in, everyone.